Hey everyone, I just wanted to jump on here quickly today and talk about something really important. Not just as someone who lives on the road, but as someone who hails from New South Wales and has spent countless hours enjoying our national parks. The New South Wales government has recently proposed some significant changes that could impact the way many of us experience the outdoors. They've proposed some major changes to camping fees in national parks. And while it's being pitched as a fix to ghost camping, which is where people book campsites but they don't show up, I think we need to look a little bit deeper. Before I go on, I do just want to note that these are all my personal opinions and my own assessment of the discussion paper. While I have some background in public policy, these reflections come from someone who just genuinely values equitable access to our public assets. As my brief summary of this proposal, there are three key themes. The first is that there is an introduction of a tiered camping fee structure, and that is based on amenities and popularity of that particular camping site. The second thing is an updated cancellation policy, which offers partial refunds to people, allowing them the opportunity to cancel their bookings and discourage ghost camping. The third thing is that they suggest the online booking system will be simplified via the existing online platform. The goal of these reforms, they say, is to improve fairness, transparency, and revenue whilst addressing this growing issue of ghost camping. But let's break it down just a little bit further. On paper, having a tiered pricing system where campsites that are more popular or have more amenities are more expensive seems fair. But in practice, it means that some of the sites that we love and enjoy today that currently cost only $6 will jump to $54. And in the peak season, $89. And that is pricing out entire groups of people. In my opinion, this proposal is really playing lip service to equity, suggesting that some sites will remain free, but fails to seriously address how these new prices will affect vulnerable groups who rely on these public spaces as their primary source of recreation and socialization. Within this discussion paper, there is very little said about camping as a cultural practice or a form of social inclusion. Despite the government's own commitments to environmental and social justice, this proposal puts that all at risk. Camping in national parks is one of the most affordable ways to connect with nature. It's how families, retirees, young people, and travellers like myself explore this country. And for some of us, it's the only way. Right now, our national parks in New South Wales provide the only viable low-cost alternative to staying in privatised caravan parks. And this proposition includes some price hikes that will see the price of these campgrounds be just as expensive or sometimes more expensive to access. Another potential oversight of this proposition lies in that exact problem. With no low-cost options for accessing natural spaces, people will resort to illegal and unregulated camping options. I take it from someone who lives and breathes this experience every day. The potential consequence of this, huge impacts on our sensitive and valuable ecosystems. This very brief discussion paper also lacks clear evidence to support that fee hikes are the most effective solution to addressing ghost camping. From the perspective of the reader, it appears that alternatives like wait lists, refundable deposits, penalties for no-shows, or real-time booking notifications have been barely explored. All of these strategies are part of many established booking systems for travel that I know we are all familiar with. And I believe that a combination of these strategies could better address the problem of unused bookings without penalising responsible campers. Instead, this proposal feels far more like a revenue-raising exercise that's disguised as reform rather than a genuine fix. But this isn't just about campers. It's about public land and who gets access to it. If we started treating our national parks like a commodity, we risk losing the very thing that they're meant to be: open, shared, and wild spaces for everyone. Even if the low-tier, low-cost sites remain for now, introducing this 6-tier structure may normalise price increases and reduce scrutiny for future sites. We don't want to risk future price creeps through these kinds of reforms, because then, regarding all of our public assets, where does it stop? The good news? This is just a proposal and the government is seeking feedback, but only until the 25th of May, which is only a few days away. If this matters to you, speak up. It only takes a few minutes to make a submission, and I've linked everything you need to find in the description below. And because I know we are all just a little bit time poor and the deadline for these submissions is looming, I have also linked below the transcription of this video and a copy of my own submission. Please feel free to use any of this as a reference, noting that all submissions must be original to be counted as part of this process. Nature is not a luxury. It is a part of our shared heritage, and access to it should never depend on your bank balance. Let's keep our national parks public. Let's keep them accessible, not just to some, but to everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and please, please write a submission if this matters to you. Let's look after each other and the places that we love.